A few years back, I found myself in the midst of a financial storm. Bills were raining down like there was no tomorrow, and my bank account was running empty. But they say that in our darkest moments, we find our strength. And that's exactly what happened to me. I made a decision that day, a decision to take charge of my financial life and turn things around. Welcome to the Finance Virtuoso channel, where we talk about all things finance. If you're seeking a daily dose of valuable information on money, business, investments, and savings, be sure to click the notification bell and hit that subscribe button now. Fast forward to today, and I can proudly say that I've come a long way. I managed to climb out of that financial pit, and now I want to share with you the very strategies that lifted me and put me on the path to financial freedom. Here are 10 money rules for success. Number 1. Read books about finance. You know what they say. If you want to keep something a secret, just put it in a book. Unfortunately, many people overlook the wealth of knowledge hidden in books. But here's the truth. The information found in finance books can be the key to success if we take the time to read them. Learning is an ongoing journey, and the more we do it, the sharper our financial skills become. Financial literacy is like a superpower that empowers us to make wise decisions about our money. It equips us with essential skills for managing finances, such as budgeting, saving, borrowing, and investing. With this knowledge, we can work towards our financial goals and achieve stability, putting us in control of our financial destiny. Number 2, make a budget. Sure, it may seem like a lot of work, but trust me, it's worth every bit of effort. Think about it positively and see the benefits it can bring. Once you get into the groove of budgeting, stick to it consistently. That's the only way to make it effective. Creating a budget and leaving it on a shelf won't do any good either. Make sure to update and review it regularly. Thankfully, there are digital apps and software that can make this task much easier. And you can find some excellent free options online with a quick search. Keep your budget alive and working for you. Number 3, keep track of your spending. You probably heard this advice countless times, and there's a reason for it. It works, and chances are you're not doing it regularly. Keeping track of every penny you spend should always be a priority. The main goal of expense tracking is to identify and eliminate inefficient spending patterns in your financial life. By consistently monitoring your expenses, you gain better control over your finances and develop healthier financial habits like saving and investing. As Peter Drucker famously said, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Here's what you can do to take control of your spending habits. Start by analyzing your spending categories to identify the most essential ones. You might discover subscriptions you don't even use. We've all been there. Cutting back on these non-essential expenses can be a smart approach to saving money. Plus, when you see where your money goes, you'll be better informed to make cost-effective choices in your activities. Number 4, lower your monthly bill. Lowering your monthly expenses is one of the easiest ways to gain control over your finances. While some fixed costs like rent or vehicle payments might be harder to reduce without significant lifestyle changes, you can make a difference by being adaptable and thinking thriftily about variable costs like clothes or entertainment. For instance, you can start saving on your energy bills by using less power or consider switching to a different life or home insurance company. Shopping for groceries in bulk can also help you save money. Additionally, it's crucial not to accept a loan or credit card just because you're eligible based on your salary and credit. The bank might not be aware of other commitments that could affect your ability to make timely payments. It's essential to evaluate if a monthly payment works well within your income and other financial responsibilities. Number 5, eat at home. Preparing and enjoying meals at home can be a great way to save money. Simply cut back on takeout and dining out regularly. It's okay to treat yourself occasionally at a fancy restaurant, but making the shift to cooking at home or bringing packed lunches to work can lead to significant savings. Creating a weekly food plan can make it easier. Just decide your meals for the upcoming week and stick to the plan. Even if you don't consider yourself a chef, the internet is filled with endless culinary and recipe resources. Start by making at least one meal at home each week, and gradually bring your lunches to work. You'll be surprised at how much money you can save. Number 6. Pay off your debt. Carrying a substantial amount of debt, especially in high-interest credit cards, can be a costly mistake. If you want to improve your financial situation and open up new opportunities, prioritize paying off your debts as soon as possible. Begin by listing all your existing debts, such as credit card debt, student loans, and vehicle loans, and determine the minimum payments required for each. However, only making minimum payments will not lead to a quick debt payoff. Assess your fixed costs and see how much of your discretionary spending budget you can allocate to debt repayment. You can also explore ways to lower your interest rates, like requesting a lower rate for the issuer, consolidating multiple loans, or transferring high-interest debt to a low-interest credit card, such as a balance transfer card, to reduce the overall interest burden. Afterward, create a debt repayment strategy and practice responsible spending to pay off the debt as rapidly as possible. As you pay off your debt, your monthly budget will become more flexible. Remember, paying off credit card debt should be a top priority because it increases over time and can be difficult to cut back on compared to fixed expenses like car or house payments. Number 7. Set a limit on spontaneous spending. If you find yourself making impulsive purchases, it's time to make a change. Good money habits involve restraint and thoughtful decision-making. Here's a helpful tip. Try using the 1% rule when spending money. This rule suggests that you should wait a day before buying anything that costs more than 1% of your yearly gross income. For example, if you make $70,000 a year, wait a day before making a purchase over $700. This guideline applies to discretionary spending on items you desire but don't require. It helps you battle the thoughts of, do I really need this? Versus, do I want this? The 24-hour cooling off period gives you time to reconsider your purchase and see if you truly need it. You might find that after 24 hours, the desire fades away. Number 8. Save up for significant purchases. Experts advise that if you truly want to buy that big-ticket item, it's best to use money from a dedicated savings account for such purchases. Avoid using a credit card unless you have a solid plan to pay the money back promptly, which is not always the case for most people. There are numerous advantages to saving up for big purchases. You can negotiate a better price or financing conditions when paying with cash. Additionally, for larger purchases, taking out a loan might make sense, especially if it's for an appreciating asset like a home or to avoid depleting your savings or investment accounts. Number 9. Limit your credit card usage. If you find yourself struggling to make ends meet each month and using credit cards as a crutch, you're setting yourself up for debt and financial limitations. To take charge of your money, it's essential to stop relying on credit cards. Instead, create a budget to manage your expenses. And consider switching to cash or debit cards for everyday purchases. Reserve credit card usage for emergencies only. Credit cards can accumulate debt quickly if not used wisely, and they can cause significant stress during unexpected situations. Until you can handle credit responsibly, stop using credit cards altogether and focus on improving your financial wisdom and maturity. And lastly, number 10, try a spending fast. Essentially, a spending fast means refraining from making any non-essential purchases for a set period. It might sound challenging, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Just like detox or cleansing fasts for your body, where you give up certain foods, you can apply a similar approach to your spending and saving habits to achieve financial wellness. During this period, restrict your spending to essential categories like food, transportation, and recurring expenses. Embrace a simple lifestyle for a while and commit to the challenge to boost your bank account, change your spending behavior, and differentiate between needs and wants. This experience can even shift your perspective on money for the better. And there you have it, my friends. 10 powerful money rules for success that have the potential to change your life forever. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below and share it with your friends and family. Sharing is caring, and together we can empower each other towards financial success. Thank you for being a part of the Finance Virtuoso community. Now go out there and conquer those financial challenges like the true virtuoso that you are.